coming to the Courthouse Art Centre. This is actually our first exhibition of this year. Unfortunately, we have been delayed with renovation work, or the lack of renovation work. So I'm really delighted that we've had this opportunity to bring Jane in with this work. It's such a wonderful representation, I think, of Irish and ceramics, and I think it's great to have Jane back here because Jane is so connected with the Courthouse. I don't think we'd be here, but for Jane and people like her, and Liz, yes, who actually have ensured that the Courthouse has continued to actually exist. And now that it exists as an arts centre, I think this is what we're trying to kind of improve and develop all the time. And as I said, it was when Liz or when Jane kind of offered kind of this exhibition to me, I took it with open arms. I was really delighted to have it. And once I saw some of the work, just the images, I thought they were really fantastic. And just to see them on the walls, I think they look really wonderful, and they really kind of fit the space. And Jane's worked in the last couple of days integrating them into the space as well. So I'm going to leave Jane have a few words, and Liz. And again, thank you all for coming. All the pieces are for sale, so feel free to visit. Thank you all. Okay.
Thank you, Kieran. And I must say I was really thrilled when I saw there was an open call for exhibitions here, because the Greek-Irish show was going to happen in Lismore, and as the work was going to be here, it was very convenient that there was somewhere else to show it. And it all came about due to a conversation on the island of Paxos between the Dean of Lismore and his wife and Catherine Baird, who ran a festival called Irish Wings. She said she'd like some Irish ceramics, and this is what happened in the end. That was about 2018. So it's sort of one thing led to another, and now we're here. And now Liz, who was my what were we? We did actually fight the council quite a bit to get this place saved, really. You know, you were the first person I went to, and the rest is history. So I'll hand over to Liz now.
Thank you very much, Jane, and it's a great pleasure to be here. It's just magical to see how Tinahely Courthouse has developed as an art centre over decades now. And it's quite true what Jane says. I mean, in fact, it was nearly 40 years when she called into me, before I was a TD, into my clinic in Murphy's Hotel. I still remember it clearly, the big grin and the twinkle in her eye when she was telling me about this dream that she and other artists here, it's great to be among friends, Pat and Deirdre and others, and members of the local community like Paddy O'Toole. And I mean, it was remarkable, first of all, the even audacity of planning to have an art centre here in this corner of Wicklow. But that little twinkle in Jane's eye became a spark, and the spark ignited the project. And it took a long time. I noticed now it was officially opened in '96, which was an indication of just how dedicated the local people have been in Tinahely, how committed they were. And some people thought, quite potty really, that they weren't actually, I suppose in a way, you could only describe them, they were fired up, and they were not letting go until they realised the dream. So it's great to be here. It's great to see an international exhibition of Greek ceramicists, Irish ceramicists, really blending together. It's actually hard to know what's Irish and what's Greek, because there's so much imagination has gone into this exhibition. But I would like to name the artists. I'm not sure if I can name the artists, but I'm going to give it a go. Get my glasses on. Okay, on the Greek side, Ilias Christopoulos, Mirka Ramaniatou, Harula Korpo, Josefina Cosma, Iphigenia Tsirou, Georgios Vavazis. And some of the Irish ones are here. Certainly one I've met, and I think there's another one. Isabel Egan, Sinead Fagan, Jane German, Anne McBride, Marcus O'Mahony, Eileen Singleton, who's definitely here, Kathleen Stanton, and Bernadette Chute. And these are the people behind these magnificent works of art. And I think it's interesting that we're not alone here. Pieces by these same ceramicists are on show at the moment in Paxos in Greece. So the span is pretty enormous when you consider the effort that's had to go in by Greek ceramicists and by Jane and people alongside her who made this exhibition happen. I was thinking before I came down here what words I might say, and I was very conscious that in recent days we've all been glued to the Olympics, whether we're sporty or not. I've certainly, and I think others have become aware of just the reach of sports today across the globe, people coming together, nations coming together and competing, that it is a remarkable experience, and I'm sure particularly for the Olympians and our wonderful Olympians who participated. But it's also remarkable at a time when we're very aware of what's going on in the world. War, destruction, hatred closer to home, xenophobia. These are all aspects of our lives today that I think a lot of us thought would never happen again. And they're here and they're real and they're very much part of the global experience. So to have an exhibition like this is the other side. To have the Olympics is the other side of what the world can do and what the world can be. I don't think it's any coincidence that the first Olympic medal that Ireland won in 1924 was actually for a work of art by a painter, Jack B. Yeats, because sport and the arts have this universal reach, and it goes beyond any aggression or form of hatred, and that we have to ensure we can nourish and grow. An exhibition like this, it's about beautiful things, but it's also about a great principle. It has an inestimable value that we can celebrate and that we can see in our community and in communities across the world, that the arts flourishing is a sign of the good health of the world today. It's like the old joke, what is the earth without art? It's just So there's never been a time when we needed the arts more to reinforce values of inspiration, of craftsmanship, of joy, of solidarity. And I can't think of a better expression than this exhibition here, because it's showing all those attributes and doing it in a very accessible way. I can't tell which is Greek and which is Irish, because universally the arts are for everybody and always will be. And I think the title "Fired Up," it's clever use of words. But more importantly, it's a reminder to us that the arts are about passion as well as about aptitude. It's a way, the arts are a way of presenting the world as a place of creativity, a place of beauty. And that's something we all need to remind ourselves of, that there is a strength behind the arts that offers us the best hope for the future. It's serious business that artists are involved in. What Jane does, both in her work as a ceramicist and also in her work with local refugees, with organising an exhibition like this is serious work. I should have told you to start.
Anyway. Sorry, lads. I'm really sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
Anyway, I just think it's so wonderful to see this exhibition. Congratulations to Kieran, to Jane, to everybody involved. It kind of terrifies, it makes me shiver when I think of transporting these pieces around. I just can't imagine anything I want to do less, but it has been done. It's magical that it's here. It's magical that the Arts Centre is here. And I have to say, without Jane German,
Oh, without you.
we would not be here today.
Yes, well,
So congratulations to everybody and thank you for the invitation to be here. And now formally declare this exhibition open. Oh yes, sorry. All the pieces are for sale and you'll be able to take them away. I've already bought a piece, so you can't have the piece I bought. But they are for sale and you can take them with you, which is very handy too.
and I'd just like to say two of the other artists are here as well. Anne McBride arrived at the last
Oh,
minute with the
right.
two pieces, and Sinead Fagan, who did all the lovely
Oh, great.
discs down there. So there's four of us here.
Well,
Yes.
congratulations. Thanks.
Thank you.